very soon after that, I mean, I knew, I mean, my mother and Rama knew that I had to get to school at some stage. I had already, missed out on quite a bit, probably a whole year or even more of school. So, they didn't want me to get set back or something like that. And very fortunately, one of the neighbors, there are a lot of expatriates living in, I said earlier, there are very few houses there then, but there were bungalows and mostly expatriates working for Stanvac, the Standard Vacuum Oil Company, and General Electric, and companies which had more or less soon after independence had arrived in India to set up their branches in India. And one of them, one of the families was an American family living next door called the Kohlmeyers, and their son Craig was the same age as me, and we had a lot of fun together. During his vacation, we wandered around Juhu doing all sorts of naughty stuff. But the main thing was, he said, I go to a school called Highclere School. It's an American school in Kodaikanal, again, a hill station. And he told me about it, and it sounded quite interesting. I mean, a lot more fun. I said, did they beat you? And they said, no way, they don't beat you there. I didn't realize, of course, that it was a missionary school, a Christian missionary school. And our family had never, well, our part of the family, my mother, a stepfather, us, we were never much for religion. And, but I didn't know anything about it then. That was to come later, my experience with that. So my mother decided, yes, I and my sister both should go to Kodaikanal School, to what was called Highclere School. So we went up there, and what a refreshing change from what it was. I mean, again, it was a boarding school, which was a little bit odd being away from family, but in a way, I kind of rationalized or philosophized or whatever you do when you're a kid, saying that you're away from your family, but in a way that makes you love them more, because you're not going through the negative stuff with them. When you're with them, it's always positive, because you're only with them during the vacation time, and as long as they don't beat you, and as long as the school scenario is at least keeps you happy and keeps you interested, it's actually a wonderful experience. So boarding school can be very good, well, for people like me anyway, and my sister too. So we really enjoyed ourselves in those early years at Highclere School.